Good morning to everyone, and thank you for the introduction, Dr. Mario. Welcome to the 2020 National Nutrition Summit. My warmest greetings to all our friends and advocates of health and nutrition, our colleagues both in the government and the private sector, the academe, professional organizations, industries, and our international partners. In behalf of the DOST community, I would also like to greet and extend our appreciation to all those who have helped and facilitated the conduct of a more comprehensive, expanded National Nutrition Survey in 2019, the second year of the ENNS. It is gratifying that DOST, through the Nutritional Assessment Monitoring Division of the Food and Nutrition Research Institute, or FNRI, will be disseminating the 2019 ENNS data merely 5 months after completing the data collection of about 165,586 individuals all over the country. Today's summit, with the theme, "What does the 2019 National Nutrition Survey data say? Are we on track?" is a sequel to the 2018 NNS theme, "What does our data say? Are we in or out?" It reflects our scorecard on how we are performing in terms of achieving our goals in nutrition, particularly Sustainable Development Goal number 2. Our country, as a member of the United Nations, has committed to adopt the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, which includes 17 goals in the SDGs. Achieving sustainable development through a strong Philippines by boosting the country's economic growth is the battle cry of the current administration. In order to boost our economy, we need to accelerate human capital development. As identified in the Philippine Development Plan, a strategy to realize this is to provide quality nutrition and health care at all life stages. The core indicators of health and nutrition under accelerating human capital development are proportion of households meeting 100% recommended energy intake and the prevalence of stunting among children under age of 5. In last week's webinar on dissemination of food consumption survey, Filipino households still did not achieve 100% energy adequacy in 2018. Actually, the proportion of households that met the 100% recommended energy intake decreased from 31% in 2015 to only 24.2% in 2018. Moreover, 30.3%, or 3 in every 10 children under age of 5, is stunted or short for their age. Stunting is a chronic form of undernutrition where Asia and Africa are the worst affected. In the Philippines, there has been a snail-paced reduction in stunting prevalence from 1978, when the Philippines started its first survey, until 2018. Also, undernutrition is particularly severe among children in poor households in the countryside. Despite the slow decline of undernourishment through the years, we are glad to see improvements in underweight and stunting among children aged 0 to 10 years old from 2015 to 2018. And these improvements might be attributed to the implementation of more robust programs and policies in health and nutrition, such as the first 1,000 Days Law o Republic Act 11148, Kalusugan at Nutrisyon ng Magnanay Act, and the Republic Act 11037, Masustansyang Pagkain para sa Batang Pilipino Act. Intensified, unified efforts, however, are needed by different sectors so that the country's progress towards achieving the SDG target will be achieved. So, with the more challenging SDG of ending all forms of malnutrition, including achieving agreed targets on stunting and wasting by 2030, the biggest question is, are we on track? In today's summit, we will hear and internalize how best we could use the results of the second year of the expanded National Nutrition Survey conducted in 2019. These results may translate to more challenging tasks ahead, especially during this time of pandemic. The DOST, as a government agency, is supportive of the goals to uplift the socioeconomic well-being of the Filipino people to ensure sustainable development for future generations. With its mandate to provide direction and leadership of scientific and technological efforts geared towards maximum economic and social benefits for the people, the DOST and its research and development institutes introduce products and technologies that are evidence-based, which are designed to cater to the needs of Filipinos, particularly research and development in agriculture, food, nutrition, and health. The DOST's tagline, Science for the People, or SFTP, has been our battle cry, enabling local technologies for sustainable development. Science and technology innovations, particularly our developed products and research outputs, play major roles in achieving national development. We should highlight the practical use of various technological products and innovations to help attain our ultimate desired outcomes, which are better health, nutrition, and improved quality of life for Filipinos. We envision a thriving technology-based small and medium enterprises by reaching out to the entrepreneurs and vulnerable sectors of society to encourage, transfer, and commercialize our available technologies. With our responsive and competent DOST regional and provincial offices all over the country, they serve as the vital extension arm of DOST towards countryside development. The DOST FNRI, geared towards improving health and nutritional status of the Filipino population, and at the same time providing economic opportunities to entrepreneurs through trainings and transfer of mature technologies to respond to the malnutrition problem of the country. So, let us support, tangkilikin po natin ang ating mga local technologies kamukha po ng enhanced version ng Nutriban na mas pinasarap and with more micronutrients, particularly iron, vitamin A, zinc, and folate for growth and development of children. Another example is Tubig Talino. Tubig Talino is iodine-rich drinking water. We also have iron-fortified rice, complementary food blends, including snack food products made of rice and mongo or bigas mongo. We have stabilized brown rice bar, bakery products, and veggie noodles with squash, micronutrient growth mix used for home fortification of complementary foods for young children, and so much more. FNRI has built networks and investor partners as adapters of these technologies to commercialize the products. All these initiatives are in support of the findings of the National Nutrition Surveys towards nutrition improvement. I am sure that each one of us watching here has our share and stake towards improving the country's human resource for better and improved productivity. Shortly, we will hear all the findings of the 2019 Expanded National Nutrition Survey. It is a huge research undertaking that entailed huge funding, huge manpower requirement, all for a huge cost, to update the nutrition and health situation of every Filipino. we enjoin everyone to be with us for the whole day presentations to acquire the latest results that will guide us to re-strategize our programs and policies on malnutrition and non-communicable diseases. Thank you and stay safe, everyone. Allow me to introduce our guest speaker. Fortunato T. de la Peña started his professional career at the then ESO Standard Eastern as a cost and operations engineer in 1969 after graduating with a BS in Chemical Engineering degree from the University of the Philippines in Diliman that year. He then took up graduate studies in industrial engineering at the same university and earned an MS degree in industrial engineering. He joined the UP College of Engineering faculty as an instructor in 1973 and rose to become full professor in 1988. He served UP in various capacities as chairman of the Department of Industrial Engineering and Operations Research, as assistant to the executive director of the National Engineering Center, as director of the Institute for Small-Scale Industries, and assistant vice president for planning and development. He taught industrial engineering and operations research at the University of the Philippines for 43 years, from 1973 to 2016. He was seconded to the National Science and Technology Authority, or NSTA, which later became the Department of Science and Technology 3 times, as head of its planning service, as director of its Technology Application and Promotion Institute, and as Undersecretary for Scientific and Technological Services, after which he retired in 2014. In 2016, he was appointed as the Secretary of the Department of Science and Technology. He led a number of professional organizations as president. These are the Philippine Institute of Chemical Engineers, the Association of Management and Industrial Engineers of the Philippines, the National Research Council of the Philippines, and the Philippine Association for the Advancement of Science and Technology. He also served as chair of the United Nations Commission on Science and Technology for Development. The awards he received include the Dangal ng Bayan Award from the Civil Service Commission, the Outstanding Career Executive Officer Award from the Career Executive Service Board, the Outstanding Professional Award from the Professional Regulations Commission, the UP Alumni Association Award for Public Service, the UP Alumni Engineers Most Distinguished Alumnus Award, the UP Alumni Association Lifetime Distinguished Achievement Award, and the Ateneo Government Service Award. The University of the Philippines conferred on him the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa in 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome the Secretary of the Department of Science and Technology, Dr. Fortunato T. de la Peña.